Greetings, fellow beings. We're live. Hope you guys are doing great out there today. Not really sure what was going on with Rumble. I had to reinitiate it as a public thing. I did not set it to private, so I don't know, but I'm glad it's up and running. Welcome to all the Green Machine lovers out there and to all of you on the Twitter. But on YouTube, let's say hi to Terry Rose, who was here nice and early 11 hours ago. So it's Walter Tomaszewski 2 hours ago. Look at y'all. Little Mouse showed up very early, an hour ago. And there's Mr. Cat about an hour ago. Hello. In other news, we're getting all older. We are getting older. It's true. The lovely Jill Powers isn't, though. How are you doing, Jill? Hope you're doing well. We got Weatherman here, there, and everywhere. Good to see you. And Jan Monroe joins us today. Got a few other folks as well. We even got a gifted membership from our lovely friend, Ruby Hoove. I hope you and Hoove are doing well, dear. Thanks for being here each and every day and your amazing support. And thank you for your coffee money with the Rewards Club membership. Much appreciated. We've got Spider Unlimited in the house. Hello. And Davina's here as well. Lucius Nature Triste is in the house as well. A little bit of early Latin for you all. And I don't have it in for Olivia Revo or whatever her name is. I could care less. It's weird, though. Weird. Scott Cook is weird, but not really. What's up, Scott? It's been a minute. Hope everybody's doing well myself. A few other folks popping in, like Miss Pick Off Bay out there over on the Green Machine. Here we go. Can't believe it was late. I feel bad because Rumble is a great place. Joseph A., how you doing? Good to see you. Lots of weird news over the weekend. My goodness. We're going to get into some of it. We're also going to say hi to SFX F314 Sabertooth Raptor. Hope you're doing good, pal. We got M&M Fish. We got a lot of folks out there. Once again, I don't hear the music. Do you hear the music? I don't hear the music. How annoying is that? There it is. By the way, if you want to know what this music is, it's Birds by this Corbin guy. Usually it appears in the description, but I think most of my music actually does now. So there's that. If you're looking for it, should be out there in the world. We got more people to say hi to, so let's do that. We've got Sergeant Giratina. I think he's going to have a hard time, but I think Moana 2 is going to struggle at the end of the day. But I'm weird. We've got a lovely super chat once again from Ruby Hoop for 5 Culture Casino Cash. Hello. Saying, I'm down with the fever flu. Oh no. Oh, please get better. Take good care of yourself. Lots of fluids. And have a wonderful day. Indeed. Who else is out there? Mephisto's out there. What's up, Mephisto? Mr. Katz, not super thrilled about the Team Reds or the YouTube team's devs. I don't know what's going on. The filters are weird. I don't know how you're being filtered, but we've got Positive Vibes himself, Mark Fields, who shot me a super thanks. Thank you very much, Mark. Appreciate it. Let's see other folks popped in, like the Weatherman for 5 Culture Casino Cash. Let's see if I can put that up on the screen as well. I should be able to. Should be there. I'm scrolling as fast as I can. There he is, the Weatherman. On that note, we've got to go. Here we go. Snakes and funerals. Almost say snacks and funerals, but snakes and funerals. There you go. Be more better, gonna be more better. And there he is himself, Eldritch Lord Haster. Good to see you. 11 alphas out there. Ram. Bam. 3000. Tom F. The lovely Tina BB. And Osmora. 199. Hey, Obs in the house. I'm so hungover. What, were you drinking last night? Carl Sings in the house. And there is the man with the mustache. Hoove! Good to see you, Hoove. Take care of that lovely woman. 6 minutes starts now. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, wherever you are and whenever you're watching. Thanks for checking out the 6 Minute Daily. For those of you in Australia, to those of you in Japan, I appreciate you. Everywhere in between, like the UK, you guys are doing it for the channel. I appreciate it. For those of you here in the United States, we have the benefit of domestic box office numbers. That's right, Moana 2 is still around, still doing good. Not quite the 60 million weekend they promised, $52 million. But hey, it's better than nothing. I want to say thank you to Staccato DDS for 10 Culture Casino Cash, saying I hope everybody has an awesome week. I do as well, my friend. Thank you for that. Moving on, though, we've got Moana 2 doing good, but this little Lord of the Rings film, not so much. It had a terrible overseas debut, not so great in the States either. This thing is a huge problem. This thing is set 183 years before the Lord of the Rings, and it is a girl boss you never heard of because she was just created. In the offshore markets, it did nada, and it is no bueno. Basically no bueno. You don't want those kind of world numbers or the fizzles overseas. What you do want is not to have to deal with the global advertising revenue shrinking, especially if you're a content creator like myself. But a lot of those monies are going to digital creators like myself versus regular television. Linear TV is expected to continue to fall off the planet as Group M forecasts the next few years through 2029. The problem is, you're getting more consolidation in that industry with Omnicom and Interpublic becoming the same entity. It's a huge one, $26 billion. They'll be as big, if not bigger, than the biggest of them all. This is a problem. Can't have consolidation here because then you run into these cartels that decide that, you know what, we're not going to advertise on you because you are not woke. That's what just got defeated by Musk. And I have a feeling going to be big fights ahead. Zachary Levi doesn't seem to be having any fights as he continues to work in Hollywood. Jay-Z is accused of doing some terrible things along with the Diddler in a new lawsuit where his name has been, changed from Celebrity A to his name. He's calling it idiotic. I'm not sure if it's true. It's going to be a real problem, but we'll have to see. This is civil, so not as much proof required. Last week tonight was withdrawn from the Critics' Choice Awards. Why? Well, it's not a talk show. He doesn't talk to anybody. He talks to the audience. That's what I do, but sometimes I have people on. He just doesn't. So it doesn't qualify to be in the category. Other awards have already changed as well. This can be placed in the comedy section. Certainly would be placed in the news section. Michael Mann says Heat 2, the screenplay, is about done. He'll get that finished up and move on to his next one. Good for him. Can't wait to see if this is any good. The problem is one of the actors is incapable, and I don't think everybody's still around. Plus, there's one guy I don't want to see again. I really don't. I want to say thank you to Who for a Culture Casino membership in the middle of the stream. Amazing. Speaking of amazing, or not in this case, the new Indiana Jones and the Great Circle game is a giant, failure, flop, not going great. Let's refresh this real quickly, make sure we have our information correct. It's at its highest 24-hour peak since launch at 8,400. Now, this is released on multiple platforms over the weekend, and a lot of people have started playing it already. Just let me know what you think, or if this is going to fail or flop like the film. And, of course, I did a video about the flopping film today. You can watch over on the channel when we're done here. Now, the Onion's bid to acquire Infowars is going before a judge again. Because, not only Alex, but many others tried to stop the sale because the bid wasn't the highest bid or even reasonable. We'll see how this works out. I don't think The Onion will succeed. Golden Globe nominations are today, so if you want to find out what those are, you can go spelunking on any of the trade pages as they come out. I just don't really care anymore. What I do care about is the global stock market, and it looks like oil is pushing things around, and you're getting a lot of mixed reception. We've got the Chinese over there pledging to moderately loosen up some of the situations they have going on there to try to lift their slowing economy as it starts to fade for real. Europe's economy is completely toast, as is their political leadership, as both Germany and France collapsed, and Canada's on its way. Hey, when you're neo-Marxist, things don't go good when you try to pretend you're not. Trump says he can't guarantee that tariffs won't happen, and he cannot rule out the fact that he would, or he didn't, I should say, didn't even answer the question about revenge prosecutions on the NBC interview. But Juan Soto got paid for $765 million to the Mets, which means he's number one in MLB history, which is huge. And finally, before we get to the Bear story, European satellites launched to provide artificial solar eclipses in a tech demo. So do we really want this? We want people to be able to shade the sun from the planet? I thought we needed sun to generate energy, well, and grow things, and, well, keep the planet warm so we don't enter another ice age. I got a whole list of things, but sure, party on. Artificial eclipse. Yeehaw. Anyway. All right. Well, yeah, stop messing with the weather. Thank you, Miss Pick a Fay. On that note, we're out of time, but we only have one more story. That's why we have bonus time. Each and every one of you. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It's great to stay up late. Good morning. Good morning to you. I'm so out. That, by the way, that's in the wrong key. I had no emphasis, didn't engage my diaphragm. I would be lectured for that. All right, what do we got going on here? We got the bonus. Hey, you guys want to see the bear first? You guys want to see the bear? I think you want to see the bear. Heat too reheated. Thank you, Snakes and Funerals. Sorry, I just got that. All right, let's get up. Get up, get down. Late 911, where's the late crown? Okay, wow, I'm old school. That's a long time ago. I don't know anybody out there will know that one. Too hot, too heated. Now we sound like Fast and the Furious. Everybody wants some bear news. We got to get the bear story. That's right. We got Jill up there with a whole bunch of bears. Well, this bear was rocking and rolling. Well, maybe not so much rolling, but if we take a look at what was actually happening out there, well, boom. That's right. See this bear? Black bar. Rocks Toyota Tacoma back and forth. Let out by the old Lake Tahoe lasso. That's right. Look at that. It's a big old bar. Big old bar. Yep. So how the heck did the bear of that size fit into a Toyota Tacoma? A Ford 150 would be much more suitable. That's a great way to start the article. But anyway, it's estimated that about 340,000 bears live in the United States. That's probably more now, to be fair. And we've been seeing an awful lot of them. You're likely to see them all over Lake Tahoe. I know. I've been up there. It's estimated that around 300 black bears call Lake Tahoe Basin home, and you get to see them all the time. So bears tend to be pretty nosy creatures. Yes, they are always looking for food. They have been known to get violent when provoked, or if their cubs are messed with. So stay away from those little ones that are so cute. Let's see. So that's what I'm assuming happened here, only because that's pretty much how all these instances go. Person leaves food in car, bear smells food, or whatever it is, tracks it down with its sniffer, which is amazing, and then climbs into vehicle in order to find out. Here's the thing. I can tell you right now, they're smart. Big smart. Bears are big smart. And they got good noses, and they know how to open doors now. Good gracious. So the $3 cinnamon bun can turn into a big-time auto bill if you leave it in your vehicle amidst bear country. This is so true. So anyway, they'll come and break in your car. And here we are with breaking in the car. Let's see if this will play without causing a problem. There we go. Crazy. that's one bear you don't want to mess with. It's huge. I love it. Yeah. Passenger space. This bad boy will fit a black bear. Crazy stuff. And once again, thank you to those of you who've gifted memberships this morning. We do try to get somewhere between 20 and 50 memberships on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So If you're feeling generous, appreciate it. But we're trying to stay at that 1,000 member mark. It feels like a warm blanket as a creator. It's like the channel's working. But anyway, thank you all so far this morning. I appreciate it. We've got some weird stuff. I do want to talk a little bit more about this Jay-Z thing, because I think we're going to see more and more of this. And if there is proof, if we find in tapes that he was engaged in behavior, it's going to be hard to argue against that. Got TZ Burton out there. Good to see you. We got a suggestion in the chat from our good friend SFXF314 Sabretooth Raptor for a name for Heat 2. I like those. I like you guys' name contest. Heat 2, Unheated, The Search for Money. Unheated. Yeah. Well, you have to remember the main players are elderly and maybe out of commission. So yeah. Toyota got a new byline. That's right. See, we were just talking about advertising. Jay-Z Didiot says the Mr. Cat out there. Perhaps. Yeah, I don't know what you were talking about like a week and a half ago. I think they just been like filtering stuff like crazy. My filters are very limited to the bots, the bots that used to come in and try to sell you on these X sites. And I mean those are really loose too. I really don't like censorship. That's why you often will see somebody throw heat at me in here, and I just like whatever. But yeah, crazy stuff. Anyway, I don't know what this is though. I mean, do these people realize that they're going to get roughed up? I mean, I want to kind of read the story. I think that's probably the fair thing to do. To give you a little insight, because a lot of people may not be familiar with what went down this weekend. And so he was named with Sean Diddy Combs in an assault suit, let's say. And he calls those claims idiotic. So we'll scroll through this. The problem is it's a 13-year-old girl in 2000. That's not great. Hey, Caradwin gifts a Culture Casino membership. Thank you for the coffee money. Much appreciated. Yee. By the way, I drink a lot of coffee. Yes, I think you guys know that. But thank you, Caradwin. And I think the person who received that is probably thankful as well. All right. We got looks like it was Jay Lee that got the membership. Congratulations. Mr. Phobos is here. Heat 2, the heater. Now you sound like me. I make up words all the time. This is a good question. I don't know. But as with all of these claims made by people, because they don't want to be identified publicly, this is an anonymous Jane Doe. And it claimed that both Combs and Carter did some very bad things after the MTV Video Music Awards at an after party. The flurry response on Sunday afternoon, because this happened just yesterday, Jay-Z claimed his lawyer was sent blackmail surrounding the allegations from attorney Tony Busby. They're just trying to tear him down. He's going after everybody, though. Carter went on to say that it had the opposite effect. And instead of that, it inflamed Carter to expose his accuser for the fraud they are in very public fashion. Well, it's a Jane Doe. So, well done. He says, you have made a terrible error in judgment thinking that all celebrities are the same. I'm not from your moral world. Wait, did he just say he was immoral? Translate this line for me, chat. I need help on this one. Oh, Mr. Cat, I imagine they'll face them at trial. Well, actually, it's a civil suit. Hard to say. Yeah, civil suits don't drive arrest authority. That's also true. But anyway, Cynthia says, JJ's always seemed a little off to me. Yeah, go back and look at the Charlie Rose interview that was done. Gosh, what year was that? Let me see. 07. 070 interviewed Jay-Z. You might want to just go back, revisit the episode. Interesting. Yeah, Diddy already had a lot of people kind of saying stuff like in a veiled way for a long time. And then not so veiled. I mean, certain parties out there that are doing comedy tours right now, I did a video on, and yeah, true story. But again, we'll see what happens. SFXF 314 Sabertooth Raptor for 2. Coach Casino Cash says, wait, didn't I get this one? Oh, wait, no. Heat 4, the search for an audience. There you go. Very good. Thank you, my friend. Translation. Thank you for this. From Staccato DDS for another 10 Culture Casino Cash. Thank you, my friend. Says, translation, no more lifeboats on the Titanic. Oh, no. That's probably true. Holy cow, that's a great one. Yeah, this is fun. What does that mean? Danny, excuse me, Denny. Sorry, Denny. Denny Gay says immoral. Well, yeah, that's how I translated it. Yeah. Let's see what else is out there. Too Tired says it's an admission of guilt. I don't know. It's just crazy. Like you said, that's why I wanted to ask y'all. It's kind of nuts. Rules for me. Oh, well, there's Weatherman. Rules for me, but for me, not for thee. That's right. Av goes a little more extreme. Mr. Cat says, I think Jay-Z looks like a gangsta. Me too. And no idea why Beyonce is with him. Yeah, I don't know either. But the Charlie Rose interview will inform you that they met when she was 16. So, yeah. And started dating when she turned 18, supposedly. And again, I put that in quotes. You just can't see him. Bass player, 2011. If he says yes, he's saying he is immoral. Yeah, has anybody else covered this? I don't know. I thought it was just an interesting part of the story. So, yeah. Anyway, he says, we don't play these types of games. We have very strict codes and honor. We protect children. Okay, well, that seems to be at odds with what he said. You seem to export people for personal gain. Okay, that's a solid line. I like that line. This one is misplaced. This is why you get a publicist. Mm-hmm. Only your network of conspiracy theorists, fake physics. Excuse me. Did he mean psychics? Dude, you need a publicist. Hire an agency. You could buy an agency. Buy an agency. I don't think these words mean what you think they mean. Will believe the idiotic claims you have leveled against me. If not for the seriousness surrounding harm to kids, would be laughable. Crazy. Anyway. Again, from our good friend Staccato DDS for another 10 Culture Casino Cash. Thank you, Staccato. Says, not expecting this to happen, but wouldn't it be great if Justin Bieber opened up about his experience with it? Man, so a lot of people just think that's career suicide. I'm with you, my friend. I believe that this is something that really should be out there publicly. I really wish he could bring himself to do it. If that is actually what I'm going to say it, if the alleged actions took place, I mean, in my mind, there's no doubt, but there's still that word alleged rolls in there. But yeah, it would be. I think it would be amazing if he just came forward and said, "Look, I went to these parties. I was taken advantage of. These are the people who did it." And then you have a credibility war after that, right? That's nuts. And this is the other question I have, Darth Gutierrez. How's a 13-year-old girl at an MTV after party? Oh boy, let me tell you about some of the SNL stories I've heard. Good gracious. Yeah, nuts. Hey, Dragonbricks is in the house. Good to see you. Yeah, look, I'm going to give it. If that's the case, and he actually meant that, then it's a different conversation. The problem is he needed this vetted before he put it out. Um, you know what I mean? Because this statement's full of lots of contradictions. Because I think he picked the wrong words and or got spell checked into oblivion. I don't know. So NBC News was the first to report this lawsuit. Jay-Z's response follows in full. My lawyer received a blackmail attempt called a demand letter from a lawyer named Tony Busby. What he had calculated was the nature of these allegations and the public scrutiny would make me want to settle. No, sir. It had the opposite effect. It made me want to expose you for the fraud you are in a very public fashion. So, no, I will not give you one red penny. The phrase is sent, but yes. Um, the allegations, and again, I don't care if he messes that stuff up. It's just have somebody vet your anyway. These allegations are so heinous in nature that I implore you to file a criminal complaint, not a civil one. I mean, I actually make mistakes when I speak all the time, misplacing words. So, like if I had a real time editor, that'd be great. Whomever would commit such a crime against a minor child should be locked away. Would you not agree? These alleged victims would deserve real justice if that were the case. This lawyer, who I have done a bit of research on, seems to have a pattern of these types of theatrics. I have no idea how ha- you have come to be such a deplorable human, Mr. Busby, but I promise you, I've seen your kind many times over. I'm more than prepared to deal with your type. You claim to be a Marine. Marines are known for their valor. You have neither honor nor dignity. Interesting. My only heartbreak is for my family. My wife and I will have to sit down our children down. One of them who is at an age where her friends will surely see the press and ask questions about the nature of the claims and explain the cruelty and greed of people. I mourn yet another loss of innocence. Children should not have to endure such at their young age. Have you listened to your music, dude? It is unfair to have to try to understand inexplicable degrees of malice meant to destroy families and human spirit. My heart and support goes out to true victims in the world who have to watch how their life story is dressed in a costume for profitability by this ambulance chaser in a cheap suit. Okay, so he's saying he believes the claims that happened at these parties am I reading that wrong? My heart and support goes out to the true victims in the world who have to watch how their life story is dressed in a costume for profitability by this ambulance chaser in a cheap suit. How would you read that? Seriously, how would you read that? I don't know. I know West Trueblood's here. Oh, okay. I can't read this aloud, but wow. Freudian slip. I that whole paragraph. This seriously, dude, vet this through a publicist, please. You can still sound, tough and gangstery, but don't do that. Whoa, wait a minute. I am not from your world. Where's the word? Did they take the word out? They didn't fix this one. Where? Look at this. This is different, right? I am not from your world. I am not from your moral world. This is in quotes. Huh. Oh, yes, Hoov, you can definitely email me. It's on the channel. It is, if you go to the main page for the channel and you look at the description about me or whatever at the top there, it says more, probably. If you scroll down to the bottom, I think that's where the inquiries are. Yeah, the inquiries are. So yeah, you can definitely click that. If you can't find it, Hoov, just message me and I will send it to you. Normally I put it on in the chat, but YouTube doesn't like links like that in the chat. They links to other videos and stuff like that. That's fine. Links to campaigns, fine. So apparently they just don't like emails and chat. Also, it opens you up to spam bots. I guess I don't know. So he doesn't believe in physics. I still don't get that one. Yeah, but I still agree with you here, Staccato. Bieber would be an amazing fix to this problem, I think. Mr. Cat says, Jay-Z, no poet. Wait a minute. Isn't that what rap is? What's he talking? The Bill S. Preston Esquire. What's he talking about? Discredited forensics? You guys are funny today. Holy cow. Man, you guys are having great chats in the chat. This is awesome. I love you guys. You're amazing in the chat. Walter Tomaszewski brings up another thing, his experiences with Pink. Yeah, that'd be amazing to learn, right? Oof. I just don't get it, man. There's a lot of words in here that are contradictory. I don't know if whoever wrote this article might be in some trouble. I don't know. Look at this. Is there a byline on this? No. Let's see if it's at the bottom. I don't see a byline. I don't see a byline. Was this botted out? Weird. Weird. Histophobos. Words are hard. I agree. Yeah, try speaking them, doing multiple videos and live streams a day. Blah. Brain is all melty by 6. I love it. Didn't Beyonce or her sister do something terrible to him in an elevator? I remember something like that. I don't actually know the question, the answer to that question, Mark. I don't remember that. I remember football players doing that in video. I know that Diddy destroyed Miss Ventura. What was her name? Casey? Hey, it's Rod Thunderheart. What's up, brother? How's the book going? Getting some sales on it? Got more coming? What you got? Allegedly, Jay-Z camp were sending folks to harass his staff, family, and friends. What? Wait a minute. Hampton, really? Hang on. Gotta rewind. There's a lot of backstories here. I'm seriously down a rabbit hole on this one. I've spent so much time on my phone. Man, I was up at 5 again this morning just reading like a fiend. Yeah, this is the third time I've seen this in the chat. I have no idea how a 13 ends up at a party like this. Or if you have a blind ear, I have no idea. Hee hee hoo. That's not true, JB Spooky Review. I know you know how to read. I know you know how to write. I know you how to speak. You got to check out his channel, JB Spooky Review. Davina says it's a slew. I like that. I love the word slew. We don't use it often enough. It's a slew of weak attempts to smear his accuser. Yes. Yes. Mm. He uses so many words. Yeah. Mm. We need the I will see you in court added there. Greg C says he's suggesting the story has nothing to do with reality. No, I'm kidding. Reality. I was trying to be funny. Yeah, he is. Overall, I would say that was his attempt. Too Tired mentions in a criminal area, yes, every one of them that knew and said nothing should be charged with aiding and abetting a criminal act. Yeah. True story. Like I said, I don't want to get too far in front of myself. You know, this suit is real. The acts being claimed are alleged. That's for the courts to decide. But yeah, Terry Rose with the Culture to Culture AM. I would love to do that show. I could literally sleep all day, except for when I was out in the greenhouse, and get up and do my show. Be amazing. What a great life. Art Bell had a good jam, dude. And so does George Norrie. Ooh, I got a very droll from Ram Bam. I must be doing something right. Womp, womp, ba-da. Oh, dude, I know. I mean, kids need to be protected. He's 100% right. You got to protect the child's innocence. He even suggested as such in his statement, right? That he should have had vetted through a publicist. Hey, it's John. What's up, John? Oh, did you see the show last night, John? I don't know if you had a chance to catch up. It was terrible. I mean, the show was great. I had a terrible time because my internet was iffy, but Tipping Barn isn't terrible. He's amazing for a $2 Culture Casino cash. Here that says perhaps he isn't the towering intellectual that we thought. Well, I don't know. I think anybody that can write like that kind of prose, and convey a story, I mean, that's respectable, right? Or am I crazy? Oh, thank you. D-Bud Martin walked you right to it. The view email button on the more link on the main page, as Culture described. Thank you. See? More detail from one of the greatest mods on the planet, D-Bud Martin. Tina's like, these Jay-Z quotes are making my head hurt. I just don't know. In theater. Mark. It's Mark. Well, I look, my first college roommate was a rapper that y'all might know. So I probably would have been murdered in my sleep if I'd said something like, no, I wouldn't. He was great. So oh yeah, Jay-Z could play Huggy Bear, couldn't he? There's a few actors I'd put in that role before him though. Istophobos suggests that if he could be completely guilty and nothing will happen to him, right? Or he could be innocent and nothing will happen to him. I don't know. Or he could be financially punished. There's a lot of things that are going to come out of this. So, Craig C says, "I'm thinking his ham is cooked." Eh. Alex G's here. Yep. Jan Monroe suggests that the corrections were autocorrect. Possibly. Aaron Ratliff says, I think that's an AI generated article. Now, I know that we've been seeing that a lot. AI actually, they use AI at the AP, Associated Press, for anything that's a numbers article, like box scores for baseball games, stuff like that. Seems like it'd be rather logical just to, facts and figures, blah. Probably the only time you're going to get facts and figures from the AP that are not surrounded by a bunch of weasel words and yellow journalism. But hey, that's an opinion statement. So there's that. Sounds like Disney directors blame the audience. Well, yeah. Yeah, I dropped that video this morning. That one was fun to edit, to be fair. Some videos are fun to edit, some videos are not fun to edit. Most of the videos are fun overall. That one I was a little snarky. I'm gonna have to start being more snarky. Snarky culture. Ranty culture. Some people like that. I'm usually more even keeled. Carlos Alfredo Lopez, how you doing? Yeah. Caradwin says, lied about their age, probably. Yeah, I can see that, but 13? You can look 5 years. Well, wait, there is a generation of people out there that look way older than they are. So maybe. Hey, Mac's in the house, guys. Follow Mac on Twitter. Let's get Mac monetized, and Mac can help me get monetized. But Mac does a lot of stuff, great things. Thank you, Mac. Jack Dunn wrote the article. Okay, I don't know why that's not appearing on here. How crazy! I'm crazy. I have to check in on that. Crazy. Mac's always there with the facts. Good follow. Follow him on Twitter. X. Follow him on X. Plus, all the numbers. Plus, he directs them at me and Clownfish and John and Pro. And I mean, he's just love Mac. Like having a friend that's a researcher. Have I read Weatherman's Rumble rant? Which one? $5 for the working man. Still don't see Dancing Hobo Gandalf. Well, first of all, thank you for the $5. I did see it. I didn't say it. Probably not. I apologize, but thank you. Thank you very much. And if you guys noticed, if you watched last night's show, I found the clip I need for Hobo Gandalf. Now I just have to make a GIF out of it, so I don't irritate half the audience. The other half is now going to be irritated because I didn't say GIF. Yeah, Zombo the Great, leave those kids alone. Yeah, and you know what? If you say leave kids alone, apparently your brand deals get canceled. That I don't understand. What I do understand is this amazing gifty $2 super chat from SFX F314 Sabertooth Raptor. Indy Jones 10, The Search for Relevance. Yes. Yeah. Ooh, boy, let me tell you. It's the Phobos. That's Hollywood, baby. I don't like that version of Hollywood. Yeah, don't forget Justin's mom. Ooh, she should be culpable. Allowed him to be with Diddy for an entire weekend. True story. Nicholas Horton already booked my tickets. Cuckoo. Oh, for those of you that don't know, I will be at TPUSA at the AmeriFest event as press. So you might see me walking around there if you're going to go. Culture could get up, get down. Late 911. Sorry. I grew up on that stuff, man. That and punk, then and rock, pretty much everything. I had a very eclectic taste because I listened to old stuff too, like Moody Blues and ELO, and yeah, I'm weird. One of my friends calls me a walking jukebox. I'm like, what are you talking about? Curtis O'Brien. Hey, what do you think about the Golden Globes nods? I haven't seen them. I knew they were this morning. I'm gonna pretend. I'm gonna pretend that they are gonna mean something. That's the problem, Curtis. I'll look at it. You know what? I'll probably be more prepared to talk about it tomorrow. But if any of the award shows for that purpose are relevant, the Golden Globes probably one of the last ones, and at least they're getting in line with everything else. Um, uh, uh, um, Gosh, I don't even know how to get into this. I think they need better hosts. So, but I'll take a look at the awards list. Let's see. It's probably. Let's see. I had the article up here. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. So first and foremost, the person holding the Globes this year or hosting the Globes this year on January 4th is Nikki Glazer. So you can already count me out. Um, it's going to be on CBS. Joe Coy was terrible last year. I agree with that. Let's see. Nominations. Oh, actually, um, man, I can't find. Okay, I'm just going to go to the front deadline. Somebody's messaging me crazy. All right, here we go. Golden Globes nominations revealed. Da, 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 da. All right, you know what? I can share this. Um, Let me share it with y'all. It's easier to see. This is a visual medium. Here's the Golden Globes. So we got things that are obvious. Wicked, Gladiator 2, Honora, Amelia Perez, A Complete Unknown, Baby Reindeer, obvious, The Bear, obvious, Shogun, overly obvious, Slow Horses. Big budget office fared slightly less well with the leading festival movies like Wicked, Gladiator 2, and Dune Part 2, scoring 8 nominations between them. There you go. Television, Amelia Perez leads the nominations with 10. That's to be expected. The Brutalist got 7, also to be expected. And Conclave got 6. And then, of course, TV is definitely The Bear with 5, Only Murders in the Building, and Shogun with 4 each. And the full list is down here. Da-da-da-da. So, Complete Unknown supposed to be brilliant. Can't wait to see that. Dune 2, I don't agree with most people's perception of that film. I don't think it was best picture drama. Um, let's see. Honora, I don't know why. Challengers, Amelia Perez, that I understand. Real Pain, I get that one. The Substance, I really get that one. And Wicked, of course. Musical or comedy? Why did they lump those together? I don't know. Best Motion Picture, animated. Well, I think your win here is Wild Robot, despite the financial performance of Inside Out 2 and the under 1 billion that I think Moana will make. Um, Cinematic box office achievement. This was Alien Romulus. You had Beetlejuice. You had Deadpool and Wolverine. A lot of people are going to go with Wicked. Best Picture, non-English. Amelia Perez. That one seems obvious. Best performance by a female actor in a motion picture. Well, because of the depraved uh, position of Hollywood, Nicole Kidman for Baby Girl. They might give a nod to Tilda Swinton, but I still think it's Nicole Kidman. Best performance by a male. Man, this toss up because I think Ralph Fiennes probably deserves it. But because of the politics, maybe you'll end up with Daniel Craig, or you could end up with Chalamet. To be fair, let's see, best performance. I'm going to say Demi Moore in The Substance. This movie was a garbage fire. I think Eisenberg and Grant have a shot at it this year. I think Selena Gomez. Anyway, I could go through all these, but that's probably super boring. So I'm sorry about that, guys. Um, yeah, but I'm like I said, I mean, having seen a giant chunk of this stuff, I just try to give you my thoughts right out the gate. But thank you for that, Curtis. Yeah. Oh yeah, Terry Rose. My friends definitely took care of the show when my internet said no. It's crazy. Hey, Rugrats here. How did Echo ratings compare to Agatha? Oh wow, I don't know that I could do a direct comparison because of the number of episodes and the fact that one was a binge model and one was week to week. Kind of. Look, it's got to be embarrassing for Disney when you have to stack your first two episodes and your last two episodes to try to appear on the Nielsen chart, knowing full well that you pay Nielsen for this information and Nielsen collects it directly from you. It's not like you don't already know your numbers, but they know the things you don't know. And that's what they're looking for with that data service. Plus, it's got to get tracked somehow. Um, so I would really have to take a look at that because I haven't even considered it before. But when I look at the numbers, okay, so first and foremost, Echo exists on something that had never existed before, and it hasn't been cited since. It was on Marvel Spotlight. They created a whole new thing to drop that show on, right? That's weird. You get a new nameplate, so it's odd. I just want to say hi to my buddy Willie the Monkey King, who's out there. Good to see you, my friend. Lucius Nature Triste. Z apparently cares more about the innocence of children than Disney does. Well, not going to say a whole lot. Yeah, I messed up. I got to play catch up. I got to play catch up this month. November slipped by me because I had that 12, 13, 14 day migraine that I just kind of just kept trying to work around. Um, I think I even canceled a show I was planning on doing. Thank you, Mac. Mac's in the chat with the win. Thank you, buddy. Yeah, I will do a makeup one. I'll do a makeup high rollers and I think a makeup. Are I able to makeup member stream? If I do, let's try and nail it down this weekend because I will be the following weekend at TP. I'll be at the Amerifest, Amerifest thing. So. Yep, Darvo. I think I've posted that meme before. What Darvo is and represents. So I'll do that. My good friend Loki is here. Loki was brilliant on one of the videos I released over the weekend, and I want to say thanks to Loki again. Loki, if you're available today, we have about 7 game stories we could record. Nuts. Oh man, we got some new information on some stuff too. I identify as an Apache helicopter. Hola, ¿cómo está? I'm scrolling. Man, I'm way behind. Way behind. Sorry, guys. I'm easily distracted. Hey, Mac. Showbiz mom. Okay, what we got? Ram Bam quoting, Hollywood is a wretched hive of scum and villainy that makes Mos Eisley look like a Boy Scout convention. Yeah. Fleabag is working on the new Tomb Raider. Yeah, I know. We talked about the casting too. Wow, what a silly pick, I will say, to be kind. Technotronic. Lady Godiva says, You're a very handsome man, Culture World. Thank you. I appreciate that. Does anyone really care about the Globes? I think they're the last legitimate award show of their kind. But that's a good question. And to be fair, I care less about this stuff every year. Man, I used to watch every one of them, the Grammys, the whole nine. When the MTV Video Awards were in their heyday, I love those two. But I grew up on MTV. I mean, I literally was sitting in front of my television when it launched. So I'm old. Wait until we get rid of the beard. Oh, by the way, so warning again, beard will be significantly reduced to probably about here. We're going to cut off about 8 inches of beard for a reason. Speaking of for a reason, the incredibly generous and wonderful man known as Staccato DDS drops 10 Culture Casino memberships. Thank you, Staccato. You've been just super supportive today. I do appreciate that. It's amazing. Man, wow. Yeah. Oh, please don't say you forgot about Shogun. It's probably the best TV you're going to see this year. So good. But thank you again, Staccato. We got a whole stream of green out there. Thank you again, Staccato. You thank you very much. Mr. Cat, I cannot agree with this. It was good in the first 2 parts. The third part was terrible. Oh, dude, I remember Liquid Television. Oh, man. And Flux. Man, there's a lot of stuff. Oh, wow. I'm crazy. Yeah, the third part of this film, the third act was terrible. And I'm sorry. I do not see any talent in Zendaya at all. I just don't. And that's fine. You can like her. I'm not critical of you. I'm just critical of the fact that I don't see her performances as good. She is this watch Challengers. Well, don't do that. It's a terrible movie. But if you are so inclined to find a comparative, notice that her face and her actions and her emotions and everything else is identical in that as it is to her playing Chani in Dune 2. And even in the original Dune. It's just like, is there range here? Sorry. Anyway. Sambo the Great. I bet Joker 2 sweeps the awards if it had been nominated. Oh, I love you guys. The Substance was a very good film. It's surprising Demi Moore delivered. I think Nicole Kidman with her film will too, but I'm just like, there's a lot of depravity in that. You know. Yeah, Echo did worse. That's what I figured, Mac. I'm just like, I think it was the third worst amongst Marvel shows. So, not Echo. I mean, the last one. Agatha was terrible. Holy cow. Yeah, well, William Buck Rogers says, I think I watched a few minutes of Echo once. Yeah, that's all it took. I had to watch the whole thing. I had to review it. Oh man, sorry. You guys are asking questions. I'm trying to answer, and I do not want to misunderstand the questions. This is a good question, actually. I would love to do the 5 exercises that the boxers do to strengthen their neck, but you know, when would I do them? I actually have a strap to help me get my posture back regularly because I have a tendency after long days of sitting in this chair and doing this to like start to hunch. That's not good. So yeah, if you guys are going to be at the Amerifest, I will see you there. Once again, I just want to say, Staccato DDS, thank you very, very much. I appreciate it. I'm going to go ahead and try to reset up the stream forward to Midnight's Edge in the morning, which is coming up next. The problem is I tried to do it before and it was like, no, thank you. And I just want to say all your support really does help. If you haven't seen today's video, please take the time after we're done here, despite your in fact being redirected, turn your notifications on after the redirect, open a separate window if you can, and go check things out. The Jaguar video last week did really well, 81,000 views. So I want to say thank you for that. And many of the other videos that we've had in the last 2 weeks have been extraordinary. So I just can't say thank you enough. You're the best audience on YouTube, best chat. You prove it every day. I'm watching you guys talk to each other and keeping it civil for the most part. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate each and every one of you. And you don't have to doubt. I love you all, even the ones that don't like me. Because that's required of humanity, to be fair. Love your neighbor. Midnight's Edge in the morning. Let's see if we can find them easily. There it is. So it's good. Looks like a fun stream over there. We got to talk about some really terrible performance, and I'm going to record a video on this later and release it today, as a matter of fact, about Rachel Zegler's terrible flop at the movies. Once again, thank you, Staccato DDS. And Mike, I love it when I get to see new people. Pam Hill is dropping in. Good to see you, Pam. We got DL Fendel out there. Barton Bella's out there. Vic's there. Vic. Yeah, this is the other thing, right? I mean, nobody. I don't think anybody, Vic. I don't think anybody, Vic, is over on the Green Machine. Thank you. And Weatherman, thank you. If I missed your super chat and only read it later, I'm very, very apologetic, my friend. I do hope you're feeling well, and I know you're out of here. But Vic Fontaine says, "I'll stick with old Angelina Jolie Tomb Raiders." Me too. One of the better representations of the character. I see Luke out there. What's up, Luke? Villeneuve is threatening to cast her as Cleopatra. Nobody will ever see it. They'll have all of the Euphoria fans out there, and that's it. Buck. What's up, Buck? Beady. What's up, Buck? I can't do it right now. I don't know. I may have lost Tweaky. I did not talk about Y2K, but I promise you we will talk about it over on Midnight's Edge in the morning. It's a cinematic masterpiece. I don't think so. I think it was a financial disaster. The fact that I was looking at the numbers, it was like 923,000. Look, A24 films don't cost much. But and I loved hanging out with Pro. If you guys got a chance to see Valiant show last night before mine, I got to hang out over there. I feel bad because I missed Lorena's show, but I think I'll be forgiven. We do a lot of Florida Man Florida Man Sundays. So yeah, we should do a Florida Man Friday. That'd be fun too. Matt G. Cyrano, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. Been a minute. If I missed y'all, it wasn't on purpose. It's just because this chat goes by quickly because you all are wonderful. On that note, I got to mow down on some foods, dudes and dudettes and culturians and culturistas and culturites. I don't know. But we got to get cooking. Midnight's Edge in the morning coming up next. Do check today's video, please. Please tell me now. Anyway, Duran. All right, I got to go. Thank you, lovely lady Tina Guzman. Thank you, Colossus Rex and Mr. Stock. Indeed, we're missed. I missed Lorena. She's one of my old time friends. But on that note, I'll say it this way: be sure to take care of yourself. Take care of others. Wash your hands. This is the best time to wash your hands. Is in the winter. A lot of people are getting the flu. Don't get the flu. Wash your hands. It's good hygiene. And don't make people sick. And until next time, see ya.